War isn't just fought on the battlefield. It's forged in training grounds where reality is pushed beyond the breaking point. From jumping out of helicopters into freezing oceans, to surviving for days in brutal wilderness with no supplies, militaries across the globe have designed some of the most extreme and downright insane training exercises imaginable. These aren't just workouts. These are psychological gauntlets meant to break the weak, sharpen the strong, and transform ordinary humans into elite warriors. So buckle up, because today we're counting down the top 10 craziest military training exercises that will leave you speechless, shaking your head, and maybe even questioning how anyone survives them. Let's dive in, starting with number 1. Number 1. Navy SEALs Hell Week, United States. The United States Navy SEALs Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL BUD-S training includes a grueling phase known as Hell Week, widely regarded as one of the toughest military training exercises in the world. Spanning 5.5 days, recruits face continuous physical and mental challenges with minimal sleep, typically less than 4 hours total. Trainees endure cold water conditioning known as surf torture, where they link arms and lie in the freezing ocean to build resilience against hypothermia. They carry heavy boats, run miles with gear, and perform endless calisthenics under constant pressure from instructors. The dropout rate is high, with only about 50% of candidates completing it. Hell Week tests endurance, teamwork, and mental fortitude, ensuring only the most determined become SEALs. Its intensity simulates the relentless demands of special operations missions. Number 2. Chinese PLA Hot Potato with Live Grenades, China. The Chinese People's Liberation Army, PLA, employs a nerve-wracking exercise where recruits play a deadly version of hot potato with live hand grenades. In this drill, soldiers stand in a circle, pull the pin on a live grenade, and pass it rapidly to the next person. The grenade is tossed among them until, at the last second, one soldier throws it into a designated pit before it detonates. The exercise is meant to build trust, quick reflexes, and the ability to remain calm under extreme pressure. Critics argue it's unnecessarily risky, as a single mistake could be fatal. But the PLA sees it as a way to harden soldiers for high-stakes combat scenarios where split-second decisions are critical. Number 3. Cobra Gold, Snake Blood. Drinking, Thailand. Cobra Gold, an annual multinational military exercise hosted by Thailand, includes a survival training component that shocks participants and observers alike. Drinking Cobra blood. Soldiers, including those from the US, South Korea, and other nations, capture live cobras, kill them, and drink their blood as part of jungle survival training. The exercise teaches troops how to source protein in extreme environments, but the visceral act of biting into a snake or draining its blood adds a psychological challenge. Some iterations also involve killing a chicken with teeth to simulate desperate survival conditions. While effective for teaching resourcefulness, the ritualistic nature raises questions about its necessity in modern warfare training. Number 4. Russian Spetsnaz. Bulletproof vest shooting, Russia. Russian Spetsnaz, the country's elite special forces, undergo a confidence-building exercise that defies logic, shooting each other in the chest while wearing bulletproof vests. Recruits take turns firing live rounds at a teammate's vest, then immediately return fire to simulate combat under duress. The goal is to desensitize soldiers to being shot and ensure they can react swiftly even after taking a hit. While the vests protect against fatal injury, the exercise carries risks of bruising, cracked ribs, or vest failure. It's a stark reminder of the Spetsnaz's brutal training philosophy, prioritizing fearlessness over safety, though some argue it borders on recklessness. Number 5. South Korean cement block breaking, South Korea. South Korea's armed forces include a training ritual where soldiers break cement blocks with their hands, feet, or even heads to demonstrate strength and mental discipline. Often performed in formation under intense scrutiny, this exercise is less about practical combat skills and more about showcasing endurance and pain tolerance. Military officials have acknowledged that the practice has limited tactical value, and there have been discussions about scaling it back. Still, it remains a striking display of physicality, though critics point out the risk of injury, like concussions or fractures, outweighs the symbolic benefits. Number 6. British SAS, 5-month endurance course, United Kingdom. The British Special Air Service (SAS) selection process includes a 5-month endurance course so grueling that only about 10% of candidates pass. Recruits face relentless physical trials, including 40-mile marches across brutal terrain with heavy packs, often in harsh weather. They're subjected to sleep deprivation, interrogation simulations, and survival exercises where they must evade capture. The course tests not just stamina but mental resilience, as candidates are pushed to their breaking point. Its reputation for breaking even the toughest soldiers underscores the SAS's elite status, but the psychological toll raises ethical questions about how far training should go to replicate war's horrors. Number 7. Belarus Red Beret. Assault Course, Belarus. Belarus's Interior Ministry runs an extreme assault course for its elite Red Beret unit that combines physical and psychological challenges. Recruits complete a 10-kilometer march, navigate obstacles under live gunfire, and face hand-to-hand combat trials. Instructors add chaos by throwing tires at candidates or forcing them to balance on precarious beams, simulating the disorientation of combat. The course includes storming mock buildings and acrobatic feats, all designed to weed out anyone lacking absolute toughness. While effective for building resilience, the use of live ammunition and aggressive tactics sparks debate about safety versus realism. Number 8. Royal Marines Mud Run, United Kingdom. The mud run during the Royal Marines' 32-week commando training is infamous for its soul-crushing difficulty. Recruits crawl through thick, freezing mud for up to 45 minutes, performing tasks like carrying logs or teammates while barely able to move. The mud's viscosity mimics quicksand, exhausting even the fittest candidates. Instructors watch closely, looking for signs of weakness or failure to teamwork. The exercise builds mental toughness and camaraderie, but its relentless nature can cause hypothermia or injury, prompting scrutiny about whether the ordeal is worth the physical cost for the lessons it imparts. Number 9. U.S. Marine Corps Crucible, United States. The U.S. Marine Corps' Crucible is a 54-hour capstone event for recruit training designed to simulate the chaos of combat. Recruits march 40 miles with heavy gear, face sleep and food deprivation, and tackle obstacles like night infiltration courses and team problem-solving tasks. With only 2 meals and minimal rest, they must rely on teamwork and grit to finish. The Crucible forges Marines' identity as a unit, but its intensity has led to injuries and rare fatalities, raising questions about balancing realism with recruit safety, especially for young trainees. Number 10. Pakistan's Zarb-e-Hadid, Winter Warfare in Harsh Terrains. Pakistan's Zarb-e-Hadid is an annual military exercise focused on readiness for operations in extreme winter conditions, often conducted in the rugged terrains of the National Counter-Terrorism Center, NCTC, in Pabi. This 2-week-long drill simulates combat against a fictitious terrorist group employing guerrilla tactics in hills and jungles, testing soldiers' ability to operate under sub-zero temperatures. Participants face grueling challenges like navigating snow-covered deserts and plains, coordinating multi-unit operations, and maintaining tactical precision despite frostbite risks. The exercise emphasizes synergy, military tactics, and firepower, with soldiers enduring sleep deprivation and minimal rations to mimic real battlefield stress. What makes Zarb-e-Hadid stand out is its focus on winter-specific survival skills, such as constructing shelters from ice and sustaining combat effectiveness in blinding blizzards, pushing Pakistan's troops to master one of the harshest environments imaginable. From eating live snakes in the jungle to cement block breaking. These training programs aren't just physical challenges. They're mental crucibles that push soldiers to their absolute limits. Whether you see them as brutal or brilliant, one thing's for sure: military training around the world is a world of its own, full of secrets, sweat, and staggering strength. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this wild ride, Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable top 10s every week. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious,